Welcome to SATV News. This is Shibala Alam with our headlines. Prime Minister declared 2,716 private educational institutions eligible for monthly payment order MPO. Sale at the cattle markets in the city is yet to pick up. Demand for medium and small cattle is high. Low-cost cattle special train is introduced. Bangladesh Bank upgrades LC margin to 100% to toughen import and luxury and non-essential products. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today declared 2,716 privately run educational institutions eligible for monthly payment order MPO. Under the MPO scheme, the government pays 100% of the basic salaries to the teachers of non-government institutions. Prime Minister made the announcement while speaking at the inaugural ceremony of country's first campus-based business incubator at Chittagong University of Engineering and Technology, Kuwait, virtually from her official residence, Gana Bhavan. Among the new MPO beneficiaries are 666 lower secondary schools, 1,122 secondary schools, 136 higher secondary schools, 109 higher secondary colleges and 18 degree colleges. The new MPO list also includes some 665 educational institutions under the Vocational and Madrasa Education Board. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has inaugurated the Sheikh Kamal IT Business Incubator at Chittagong University of Engineering and Technology, Kuwait. The Prime Minister also inaugurated the two separate four-story dormitories of the incubator named after Sheikh Jamal and Rosie Jamal for male and female entrepreneurs. The total area of the two buildings is 40,000 square feet and each dormitory has 40 rooms. Sheikh Kamal IT Business Incubator is Bangladesh's first university campus-based business incubator built with the aim of developing entrepreneurs hip and expanding knowledge-based economy. Around 220 entrepreneurs, trainees, freelancers and potential startups can get infrastructural, logistical, technical, financial and mentorship support from the incubator. Separately, Prime Minister has also said that the load shedding of electricity is necessary to consider the situation and handle the pressure of subsidy. Sale at the cattle markets in the city is yet to pick up as the customers were mostly gouging the prices as various market traders had said that the sale has yet to pick up through a large number of cattle have been brought to the capital 4 days ahead of Eid al-Adha and many more are on the way. Separately, buyers said that the price of the cattle is much higher than last year. Traders said that the price has increased due to the higher price of cattle feed. A large number of cows, goats, sheep, camels and buffalo have been put on sale in different cattle markets in the city. Meanwhile, Dhaka North City Corporation DNCC has set up 8 and Dhaka South City Corporation DSCC has set up 10 makeshift cattle markets in the capital this year. 2 permanent cattle markets at Gaptuli under DNCC and Sharolia under DSCC are also gearing up ahead of Eid al-Adha. Bangladesh Bank has toughened import of luxury and non-essential items by making costlier provisions, which include hiking letter of credit LC margins to 100%. The central bank issued a circular today, also widening the list of items under high import LOC margin. The Bangladesh Bank came up with the move to raise import costs and check pressure on the forex reserves. The 100% LC margin is applicable for luxurious cars, cosmetic items, gold, ornaments, RMG products, household, electric appliances, beverages, furniture, jute and leather goods, fruits and flowers, alcohol, tobacco, leaves and a number of other products. As per the new provision, importers will have to deposit the full import prices with banks. The schedule of the postponed secondary school certificate SSC and equivalent examinations will be announced 2 weeks after the distribution of textbooks among the students in the flood-hit districts, said Education Minister Dipu Moni. There have been extensive damages due to the recent devastating flood, and it was not possible to save the textbook in the flood area, she told the reporters at the Secretariat. The SSC and its equivalent examinations under all the education boards scheduled to begin on June 19 were postponed due to the flood situation in the country on June 17. About the rapid surge of COVID-19, the minister said if they can vaccinate the students under 12, they will keep the educational institutions open. The funeral of Gazi Anisur Rahman, former president of Kushtia district Chhatra League, who committed suicide by setting himself on fire, has been completed. When his body reached Kormakhali Panti village by road last night, the shadow of mourning descended on the area at the behest of his relatives. He was buried at the family graveyard after Janaza at the local mosque at 11:30 p.m. Chhatra League President Gazi Anis set himself on fire in an open space inside the gate of the National Press Club around 5 p.m. on Monday. Anis, whose body was 80% burned, was admitted to the Sheikh Hasina National Burn Institute in the capital. He died yesterday morning while undergoing treatment at the intensive care unit. Viewers are taking a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching SATV News. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world now. The Balochistan government has declared Quetta a disaster-struck area and imposed a state of emergency in the provincial capital after rain wreaked havoc, killing more than a dozen people in the province. Monsoon rains continued for a second day in several districts of Balochistan on Wednesday. Due to torrential rains, the rivers and canals of the province have overflowed. 13 people were killed and more than 20 were injured when the walls and roofs of dozens of houses collapsed due to flash floods, when people were swept away or when they were drowned. According to the Balochistan Disaster Management Authority, Kila Saifullah, Doab, Pishin and Harnai district have been the most affected by the rains, whereas flood conditions have also been reported in Muslimbagh, Kamaruddin and Khushnub. There were flash floods overnight in several villages of Khushnub, and a link bridge was swept away, making it difficult for rescue workers to reach the affected people. In the UK, 2 senior ministers have resigned in protest at the current leadership, marking a blow to Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Both Chancellor Rishi Sunak and Health Secretary Sajid Javid resigned on Tuesday. In the resignation letters, they said that the government should be run properly, competently and seriously, and that they have lost confidence in Johnson's leadership. Meanwhile, during a live broadcast, Conservative Party Vice Chair Bim Afolomi announced that he too is resigning. The developments follow the latest scandal to rock Johnson's government, as groping allegations came out last week against Conservative Deputy Chief Whip Chris Pincher. Downing Street has been unable to explain Pincher's elevated position in government, as previous misconduct allegations and ongoing investigations were already known to Johnson when he promoted the former minister. Johnson has since admitted the Pincher appointment was a mistake. The events come as Johnson survived a confidence vote last month, which showed that 41% of his own party refused to back him. Returning to Highland Park in the US, where new information on the 4th of July mass shooting in Chicago suburb has been released. According to local authorities, the suspect, Robert, fired over 70 rounds from the rooftop location using an AR-15 style rifle, leaving 7 people dead and more than 30 wounded. They added that the suspect, who was arrested on Monday evening, had legally purchased the weapon used in the shooting and had been planning the attack for weeks. He also disguised himself as a woman to evade capture, allowing him to hide his facial tattoos and blend in with the fleeing crowd in the shooting's aftermath. Cremo has been charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder and is expected to appear in court on Wednesday local time. PTI Chairman Imran Khan warned on revealing the elements involved in the alleged foreign conspiracy, saying that it would harm national interest. Addressing a conference in the federal capital, the former Prime Minister said that he has recorded a video which involves information about those who have committed treason against the country. The video will be released as soon as something happens to him, he adds. Khan was ousted through a vote of no confidence back in April, which he claims to be a foreign conspiracy by the United States and the then opposition. Now sports news. History has been made at Wimbledon as Tunisia's Ons Jabeur has become the first Arab player to reach a Grand Slam singles semi-final in the Open era. She beat Czech Mary Bošková in the quarter-finals on Tuesday to also become the first African woman to reach the last 4 since 1997. The world number 2 will now play Germany's Tatjana Maria on Thursday. Jabeur has been on the winning streak on grass matches, having collected 10 straight victories and also claiming a title in Berlin. Before ending, we go through the headlines again. Prime Minister declared 2,716 private education institutions eligible for monthly payment order MPO. Sale at the cattle markets in the city is yet to pick up. Demand for medium and small cattle is high. Low-cost cattle special train is introduced. Bangladesh Bank upgrades LC margin to 100% to toughen import of luxury and non-essential imports. You're up to date so far here on SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.